Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and as I promised, this is a video in reference to my Wilderness EDC pouch. More of a Wilderness EDC than a Urban, but you can also use it for Urban EDC, but leans more towards the wooded areas. But anyway, I just did a video in reference to this, which I consider to be the more of the urban carry EDC, and this be the more of the wilderness EDC pouch. But there are some tools in here that you can use definitely in an urban situation. All right, let's get started with this pouch. As you can see, it's pretty much homemade. It has three belt loop straps that I actually made out of belts. I cut up a belt and riveted it against the length of the pouch. So it has three belt loops, and it's pretty long, so it stays right here on the side of my on the side here, or even on the right side if I'm carrying a gun on the right side. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, that's how it will look. So let's go right into it. On this side here is a little see-through pouch that I clip in a pocket knife or a multi-tool, and in this case the multi-tool is the Leatherman Signal. All right, I love this. I in my opinion, I believe the Leatherman Signal is the best Leatherman idea Leatherman has put out. Okay, I'm sure there are like the Leatherman Surge and the other Leathermans that have more tool options, more capabilities far as in working as a tool, but this was mainly designed for the outdoorsman or the camper or the survivalist. And the reason I say that is because, well, I'll go right through it real quick. Basically, there's a Ferro Rod here that you can start fires with, and also you can, I'll take it out. There you go. Also, there's a whistle built into the Ferro Rod. So you can use it to call for help. You can use it to start fires with. Okay. I added this little piece of cordage on the end of it just for show. And also you can use it to light, to make a fire. Okay. This is a piece of a survival paracord. Okay. It's got all kinds of stuff inside. The actual clip here is a pommel. At the bottom here is a pommel that you could use as a lightweight hammer. Okay. Also, here, this will be very important as we progress into the video. This little hexagonal hole here is a socket for putting all kinds of tools to work with this little socket part here. All right. Also, the carabiner part works as a bottle opener. Okay. So just in this area right here, you got a lot of things you can do with the Leatherman. All right. So, and I just showed you the Ferro Rod and the whistle. Okay. On this side is a knife sharpener. Okay. That is shaped in a way, it also comes out. And let me take it out. Okay, it's shaped in a way so you can sharpen sharpen the blades, and it could also sharpen the serrated part of a blade, which comes in handy because the main knife on the Leatherman Signal does have a serrated blade. All right, so just those two options here, the Ferro Rod and the sharpener, to me is invaluable because it comes with something that you really do need out there in a survival situation, because your knives are no good if it's not sharpened. And you need to be able to sharpen it if it becomes dull as you use it. And the typical standard plier is also on the Leatherman Signal, almost as same as any other plier on any other Leatherman. All your typical tools, bottle cap opener and can opener, the bit part for the screwdriver, and the bits do come off to accommodate other bits. So in that respect is also, you can buy other bits to make it more versatile. Okay. Here you have the Reamer. Okay, all of these tools completely lock out. So they're very secure. They will not fold back in. It is locked. And you have to press this to unlock them, to fold them back in. Okay. And I believe that is all of the tools on the inside of the Leatherman. And the outside of the Leatherman is a one-hand open semi-serrated blade, which is very sharp and very usable out there. Okay, good for carving and also cutting cordage and doing all kinds of work that you need to do. Okay, and that is a locking blade, and it is a liner lock. Also on the other side is a saw that also locks out. And this saw is very good. I've used it. And you also, on the tip here, is an indentation where you could use it as a dehooker for unhooking fishes, taking hooks out of fish. All right, it comes with the belt clip, which clips right into the pouch. All right, we'll leave that out for a second. On this side, I have a little tubular pocket that I use a Ranger band to keep secured. A billow. A billow is, of course, something you use to blow into a campfire or fire to feed it oxygen so you can have a fire going. Okay, that is a billow. So that goes right here in this little tubular pocket that I made on the side of this pouch, and I keep it secured with a Ranger band so it doesn't fall out. All right, now let's go into the pouch itself. I open it, and boom, there are two Altoids tins side by side inside the pouch, and they are custom made. This pouch was custom made to fit perfectly two Altoid tins. All right, let's go over the first one. What's in the first one? All right, I use a Ranger band to keep it securely shut. Let's open it up. Right on top, there is a mirror, just like the SubUrbanNinja-EDC. This is the other half of the mirror. I bought a camp mirror from Walmart, and it was way too big to fit inside the Altoid tin, so I cut it in half. And this is the other half of the mirror. Of course, I don't have to explain what a mirror is used for in a survival situation. It's used for signaling. You can also use it for to look at yourself if you think you cut your face, or you need to look at yourself to do whatever you need to do. The mirror is there for you. Anyway, here is a pouch, little Ziploc bag. This contains alcohol wipes, antibiotic cream, 3 bandages, and hand sanitizer. Okay. Your micro first aid kit. All right. And inside, further looking in, is a piece of survival paracord here that I can use as tinder. There are things inside this cord that is very combustible and stays lit for a very long time, so I could use this as tinder. Also, I have inside a zip tie in case I have to tie something together, and maybe this paracord is too short to do that, but this can tie together a lot of things. Okay, let's go further in. We have instead of a ferro rod, we have a sure thing here, which is a big lighter. Okay, and of course we have some duct tape wrapped around the big lighter, little mini big lighter. Okay, now you may say, well, where's the ferro rod? Well, in this urban EDC, I did put in a decent sized ferro rod. So in order to save space, I put this inside. And this is basically a bracelet clasp that is a combination of whistle, compass, a little blade that I can use to scrape, cut. If I had push come to shove, I could probably use this to gut a fish or gut any small little animal. Okay. And I did sharpen that, so it is sharp. And here on the side is a little ferro rod. Okay. And if this knife is useless for anything, it is at least useful to scrape the ferro rod. Okay, scrape the ferro rod to start the fire, and I have done it. So this one's a brand new one, but I have a used one that I tested out, and it does provide spark, so you can start a fire. Okay. So in the compass, you have to take the blade out because anything metal near the compass will mess up the reading. But once you take the blade out, the compass does work. It does point true north. Okay? And it also has a whistle built in. All right, moving right along further, I have a super glue. And 3 socket tools. And remember, I told you that there is the Leatherman here that has a hexagonal hole here that you can stick these sockets into, and now you have the ability to unbolt a lot of things. I have 3 different sizes. May come more handy in an urban situation, but at least I have it. Okay? That is the contents of the one Altoids. Okay? Now let's look at the contents of the other Altoid. Ranger band to secure it shut. Boom, open it. And right away we see a Ziploc bag full of those trick candles and stormproof matches. Okay? So another form of way of using this as a fire making kit. Alright? And if you look inside, there are 3 tin containers inside. Okay? This one here contains my water purification tablets with a little bit of cotton to separate the ones There are two types of water purification stuff in here. One that actually purifies the water, and the other pills that actually takes the iodine taste out of the water. So, and a little bit of cotton inside to keep those two separate. Okay, that's in that container. This container contains extra bits, extra screw sizes, extra bits for the multi-tool Leatherman Signal that I can use to work on anything that I need to work on, urban or even out in the woods. Never know. You're out in the woods, you come across a junkyard or a field where somebody abandoned a car or something, and you may need some tools to take certain things apart to use as resource. Okay? Here, another one I clearly marked as pills because this is the one I probably use the most. And this one contains the same thing, the Pepto-Bismol pills, the Aleve pain medicine, and all that in here. So whenever I'm driving down the road and my stomach starts bubbling, I usually ask my girlfriend to reach for my EDC pouch and get me my pills, and she'll know exactly what I'm talking about and go exactly to this and get me my Pepto-Bismol pill so my stomach is not bubbling going down the road. All right, here is a paper clip wrapped with a large paper clip wrapped with some duct tape. Okay, duct tape is good for repairing things, starting fires, what have you not. Paper clip, self-explanatory. You could use it as cordage. You can use it to tie things together. You can use it as a you could heat it up and sterilize it and close tiny cuts and wounds up with it. Whatever you need to do, I guess, with the paperclip, you can do it. Just watch a MacGyver show. Here is some earplugs. Okay, in a situation where maybe there's a lot of noise and you want some peace and quiet so you can get some rest. Or maybe you're out there in the woods and you want to shoot your gun. You know, a lot of times you never plan to shoot your gun. You're out there and you just want to do some target practice. And you have some earplugs that you could put in your ear and you don't have to go deaf trying to practice or shoot your gun out there in the woods. On the very bottom of this EDC pouch, the can, is a sewing kit. And this is a piece of leather wrapped with a bunch of thread, and also inside, wrapped around the thread, is a curved needle, one medium-sized needle and one large thick needle to repair my clothes, my pouches, my backpack, whatever rips out there. You're gonna need to be able to repair it. So here's a sewing kit that if you rip your clothes out there, you need to repair it. If you damage your backpack, you need to repair it, because if you don't repair it and you go on with what you damaged, it's just going to get worse. So when you suffer damage, while it's a small damage, repair it right away. And this is a sewing kit for that. And the piece of leather inside is also I can use as a patch to patch holes. Okay, it's something that if I can't sew it together, I can at least patch it. All right. So I hope I didn't go too fast or bore you to death, but that is the contents of the double pouch urban, semi-urban, full-time, maybe wooded EDC pouch. Now, I understand these are just accessories to go with your main survival backpacks, or whatever you have. You not. There are a lot of things that you can add to or subtract out of this case, but this is what I have come up with so far that I use mostly when I'm out there. And And there are, of course, people who will say, well, you didn't have this, you didn't have that. But the things that I don't have, um, they may be talking about maybe a larger kit or maybe a full-blown bug out bag or whatever. All right. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. And also, I'm like I said in an earlier video when I did the unboxing of this Victorinox Champ. This is going to be my new EDC. I'm gonna try to remember to carry this along with me instead of my Civivi Elementum, which I'm like almost second nature and habit to put in my pocket as I leave out the house. I did that today. I meant to take this, but I took my Civivi Elementum pocket knife with me. Um, as soon as I get acclimated to carrying this, get into a habit of carrying this, and after several months or maybe a few months, I'll give you a full review of what I think of this. And stay tuned for that video. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, guys.